welcome back to Tabletop CP for another Chain of Command Battle Report. Today is the second attempt by the 11th Royal Scotts Fusiliers to break into the outskirts of Fontenay. So if you watched the last battle, you know that Andre's troops, the 11th Royal Scotts Fusiliers, were pretty hindered by the mist. So after he was forced to withdraw, he decided to wait until the mist cleared. So now this is campaign turn 3, and the mist is no longer an issue. Before we get started here, a couple things I got to clear up from last battle. That building there with the blue roof, that was my bunker last game, and it got hit with the AVRE, which rolled 4 6s. I went back and checked, so the building began to collapse as soon as that happened. So when that happens, you have to roll for everyone that was in the building, and on a 5 or 6, that person is a casualty. So I had one squad in there who had lost one man directly from the AVRE, so I'm going to roll 6 dice. So every 5 or 6 is a dead guy.
And you got your black dice out, so
I'll roll high. That's true, I should roll something different, huh? Ooh, 3 dead.
Whoa.
Okay, so I'm going to roll on see if those the leader.
Okay.
So on a 3, it's the leader. So the leader is hit. So he's dead. So the leader and 2 men have died. So what I'll do is I'll go and recalculate everything, my CO's opinion, men's opinion, and adjust my force accordingly. And then we'll come back and go over the forces. Alright, so we've gone through and adjusted the platoon strength. So in the end result, 3 killed during the game. When you look at the sharp end casualty table, I've actually only lost 1 man, and I believe another man wounded. And he's back now, since the last turn was the turn he would have missed. Same with Andre, which we'll look at here in a second. So this squad is down 1 guy, and they have a new junior leader since the last one was killed. He will have a 3-inch command range with a command initiative of 1. The rest of the platoon is the same. You got 2 3-man MG42 teams and a junior leader with a submachine gun, and Lieutenant Hines with a submachine gun, and the Panzer IV is back. And they also get 1 free entrenchment because I was able to dig in during the last turn when Andre's guys were trying to find their way around the mist. So that is it for the Germans, and we'll go look at the British platoon. Here we have Lieutenant McFarland's platoon. He is down net 2 guys, so he removed them from this squad here. The rest are full squads. And again, you have Lieutenant McFarland with his pistol. As Andre pointed out, he's only got a pistol. You got a SMG platoon sergeant, and you got your 2-inch mortar team with the blue base, and Piat team with the orange base. So you got all your support picked out and everything? Still thinking about it?
Still finalizing. I'm kind of vacillating here a little bit.
Okay, so as far as the jump off points go, we're using the same jump off points. So he still has these 2 here. He's got 1 in that building. If you remember, he moved it during the last battle at the end, moved it up into that house. I have 1 there. The wall is broken. Remember, the tank crashed through it. And then I have 1 there. I still have 1 inside the collapsed house, in the corner there, back corner of the house. A couple terrain things here. I did make some tall walls, so we can actually have some tall walls here. And I put a cross on that thing, since that is what it is supposed to be for. Just quick and dirty cross, just for the hell of it. But all the rest of the terrain is the same. These hedges,
except for the bunker.
Oh yeah, except for the building that was destroyed by the AVRE. Hedges, you have to be within 2 inches to be seen or see through them, and everything else is pretty much the same. So we'll go ahead and finalize our support, and then we'll get started. So force morale wise, Andre's got a 10, I got a 9. So here we go. Starting phase for the British. He rolls in with a couple of chain of command points right off the bat. and a 6, and 2 3s. So, see what he does. Well, here we have Andre's support. I'm assuming that's all of it. Or you might even have a little bit.
I got one more point.
So he came in with the Firefly, and if you take the Firefly, you have to take a Sherman along with it. Obviously, he is worried about that Panzer IV.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. They both came in on Overwatch as well. And that was his 2 3s. So now we'll go on to the German phase. So here we go, German phase 1.
The greatest gamer of all time.
Yeah,
I don't always deploy 2 tanks, but when I do, my opponents always concede.
Yep, I concede. No. I gotta put up a little bit of a fight here. What was that?
I think it was a 2.
I'll have to look back, but so we got that, so 3 3s, and I have the artillery bombardment still.
Yes.
So I'm only coming in on a 5+, so we'll go ahead and take care of this phase. Lieutenant Hines has decided he's holding his forces back for a little while. These 2 tanks got us a little scared. We're looking
1 2 3 4.
1 2 3 4. We were looking at the stats for that Firefly. It's only got a HE of 1, so sniper tank.
So my demo team's still out here?
Demo team.
Yeah, bringing my demo team in.
Oh, so you're bringing a demolition.
Yeah, 3-man demo team.
Okay, so we'll get that, and he'll do the rest of his phase. We'll be back. With the 1, he brought his demolition team in and attempt to blow a hole in that wall. He also brought a squad in with the 2. He brought in staff platoon sergeant, Sergeant Sam with the 4, and with the 3, he has done a 3d6 move up the road with the Sherman. Now we go to the German phase. 1 chain of command point, and then 1 2 3 4. Hey, isn't that what you got?
Mm-hmm.
With the 1, I'm going to attempt to bring one of my support units, which is the medium machine gun MG42 on tripod. So needing a 5 coming in. So my other support is a senior leader and another senior leader. And with the 4, I will attempt to bring him in. Yeah, these are always rolling 6s. Well, I got to remember not to use these for casualties. So I got a 2 and a 3 left. I can try to bring in a squad. Nope. And the 2, let me use my black dice here. The 2, no. So the senior leader and the MG42 are coming in. MG42 team has deployed from the jump off point of that building right to there, and the senior leader has joined them. We're covering down the road and anything that should happen to come from behind that wall. So go straight into the British phase.
Wow.
There's all your 1s.
There's my 1s.
That's what you were wanting last time.
Well, I was hoping for a 4 also, but...
Okay, well, hey, it's not bad. You can make a 4 out of that.
Yeah.
And then have a 1 left.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
With the 1, the demo team ran up to the wall. Senior leader went with them. He was attaching himself to them. They're going to start the process of planting a charge, which, as we were reading, quite extensive amount of time it takes. The 3, he brought in a squad here. Bren team in that window, rifle team over there, senior junior leader in there with the rifles, and they went on Overwatch. And another 1, he brought in his light mortar. Did you have 1 left, or
No.
no? Okay. Okay, so he did happen to deploy in line of sight of my MG42 team. So I'm going to take some shots with the MG42 at the Bren team. And that is 10 dice. So let's see if I can get some shock on these dudes. Only 2 hits. So you got your hard cover.
Yep.
So you got to roll your saves.
2 hits.
2 hits, so you can split them out.
So yeah, 1 here and 1 here.
So 1 on that team over there,
Yeah.
behind the wall.
Yeah.
How'd the bullets gonna go through the wall though?
They're within 4 inches.
All right,
It's a ricochet.
Okay. So nothing there. Nothing. All right. Well, that was an ineffective.
So I can fire
ambush.
my
You can fire your Overwatch back.
So that's 3 shots?
The Bren gets 6 shots.
6 shots?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And we decided that this little wall on this thing is light cover. So long range. And you got a whopping 0 hits. Oh, good, nothing happened. Both of us are ineffective.
That was exciting.
Yes, now we go on to the German phase. Oh, double phase. I got 2 6s and 2 5s. So basically I wound up with a 1 after all that. A 1. I can't even do anything with a 1. Actually, I could fire the MG42. It is a team. So I'll fire right back at you.
Okay.
We got a firefight developing over here between the house and the MG42 team. I got 3 hits. On the Bren team is the main target.
Okay, so 1, 1, and 1.
Okay.
So these guys.
1 dead. Nothing. And a shock. So 1 dead on the team there and 1 shock on the rifle team. So check to see if it is your squad leader. Ooh. Just don't roll another one. Roll it again. We'll see what happens to him. He's killed. With a hell of a ricochet. Right into the head of the junior leader.
Okay, bad things happen.
Okay, it's probably a -2.
Probably.
I'll check that. And it was a -2. So the force must have liked that guy a lot because they are very discouraged. So he is now down to an 8. And that squad is now leaderless, except for he's got a couple senior leaders that could take charge. And that was it for my phase. Now we will do another German phase since it was a double phase. Give me another double phase. And 4, and a 1 and a 5. 4 I'm going to use to activate the senior leader, who's going to use machine gewehr. And he's going to direct the fire of this MG42 into that window. Let's see if we get any more lucky ricochets this time. 13 shots. That's quite a few hits. 6 hits. But you are free to split up however you like.
I guess I'll go 2 each.
Okay.
These guys.
Oh, they're dead. Nothing. Dead rifleman. So your junior leader's already dead in that squad behind the wall, so just take a dude out. And check your leader in that squad. Ooh, close. Ricocheted up by his head. So you just lose a man out of the rifle squad. And that is it for my turn. I had a 1 left, but there's not really much I can do with a 1. I do have a double phase, so I will go for the 3rd time in a row here. A 2, 2, 2, 3, and a 5, so I'm up to 4 chain of command points. With the 2 2s, I'm going to make a 4, which I'm going to use to do that MG42 again. And then I'm going to try to bring in a squad with the 3, needing a 5+. Nope. I'll try to bring in a squad with the 2. So I do bring a squad in with the 2. So I'll bring them in and then we'll do the shooting. The squads come in off that jump off point, staying 2 inches away from the hedge so they cannot be seen. But I don't know. I'm thinking Andre might get a little crazy here and just do a bum rush with the tank down the road, so I need to have something to deter him. And the Panzerfaust 30, that's not very great, but it's something. It's better than nothing. So with the 4, MG42 time, once again, into the Bren team. And another good roll. Look at all these.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Wow. MG42 is tearing it up. So 7 hits. And that was a machine gewehr with the senior leader. The triple phase is not helping Andre.
And I'm going to put 1 on the mortar team this time too.
Okay.
So
squad behind the wall.
Lots of guys within teams within 4 there.
Good way to do it, to spread them out. So 2 shock on the team behind the wall. And I thought those guys probably thought they were safe.
They
Bren team. Another dead Bren team. Wow.
Actually, he's got a...
he's within 4 of the leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing.
So let's see if it's the leader. Nope. So let's see if it's the leader. Actually, the guys... they're in soft cover.
Hard cover from the machine gun.
Okay. So let's just roll it. It's a ricochet. So it's not the leader.
Okay, so one dude.
1 Bren guy, and that was it. And then 2 shock on the guys behind the wall there. And finally, the MG42 needs to change barrels, so I guess it's your phase, Andre.
Oh.
Red hot barrel. Hey, there you go. You were just saying you wanted a double phase. So
Well,
2 more of those, you can blow a hole in that wall.
yeah.
It only takes 4 phases to do it. That's assuming you can get 9 inches away from it.
So 2 4s.
2 4s, and then they change command point. So the first 4, this senior leader ordered you guys to begin the process of planning the demo charge. His second senior leader came in, told everyone to get out of the windows, because I guess they were just too stupid to do it on their own. Hey, look, there's an MG42 shooting at us.
And the first leader also removed 2 shock.
Oh, that's right. And the platoon sergeant, Sergeant Sam, took the 2 shock that these guys had. So now, next phase. It's not a 3rd phase. So you got 2 more chain of command points. You got 6? Or 5? 2 2s and a 1. Okay, so with the 1, you're firing the mortar.
Yeah.
And he's going to try to drop smoke in front of the MG42.
Yep.
So you need a 5 or a 6 to hit since you don't have line of sight.
Ooh.
And you got a 6. So let's get a 3-inch ball of smoke. And the 4, you used the senior leader
they finished.
So they're finished planting the bombs.
So can they now move
I think
back?
the next phase is they had to use this phase to finish planting it. Now they move back. Yeah, it takes a while. Maybe you could just got an AVRE and just blown the wall up. But anyway,
probably won't take a demo team again.
so it's right there. They're good for clearing wire though. Okay, so there we go. And that should do it for the British phase. Now we will go straight into German phase.
Thought that was
Chain of command phase. That would have been awesome. Alright then, 2 4s and a 2. So with the 2, I'm going to attempt to bring another squad in. They do not come in. Okay, so with the 4, should I try? I'll leave my other senior leader out for now, but the MG42 will fire again. This time needing 6s only because of the smoke.
Where are you firing at?
Oh, yeah, I don't have anything to shoot at, do I? Correction. They will go on Overwatch. Okay. Alright. German, British phase. Nope. Oh, now the double phase. Okay. Now you can get the wall blown up. Damn, I need those guys to come in, man.
Okay. So, ordering those guys back.
So they need to get 9 inches away from it.
They're going to run it.
3d6. Yeah, they make it.
They make it.
So clear out of the way, boys. So I think on the next phase, you can blow it up. Remember, it takes 4 phases. I'll check it again, but just do what else you were going to do. You want me to check it first real quick? Before you decide?
Well, yeah, obvious. If it's...
Let me check. So he does have to wait 1 more turn. So you move up 2 turns, 2 phases to plan it. You got to move back 9, and then you got to wait 1 more turn to blow it. So it takes a long time. And then he also moved, with this senior leader with the 4, just moved. This squad tried to move out, but they only got double 1, so they only were able to barely move. So next phase for the British. I thought I saw another double phase there. But you do have a
command and a 3 and a 4.
Okay, real quick. He does have to roll to see if he blows it up. He needs anything but to make a manhole man-size hole.
A manhole.
So a 5 would make it big enough for a vehicle, so we'll just take the whole wall out. If you would have rolled the 1 there, he would have had to start the whole process over and he might have just withdrew from the field.
Okay.
So now that is an open gap and they can start pouring through it. Should they decide to.
So ordering these guys forward.
With a senior leader?
Yeah.
So remember, this squad is without a squad leader. So as this senior leader is the Sergeant Sam, attaching himself to the squad now as their squad leader, pretty much.
So they're coming up 8.
Sergeant Sam taking over command of this squad. They moved up. He ordered these guys to move up. They barely moved out of the building. Those guys didn't move. That's just an engineer team. And the Sherman has slightly turned and actually got a pretty good roll, 15 to advance all the way up. So he's clearly coming over here to support the breakthrough on this side. And I think that's it for Andre. Now the German phase, straight into it. Double phase.
Damn it.
And 2, I wound up with a 3. So I got 6 and then I got an extra.
So we both got a command die.
Yep, and 1. So I'm going to try to bring a squad in again.
Okay.
I need to do this here this time. I need a 5. No, damn. I should have ended the turn. That's what I should do.
Well,
I need to get these guys in here.
that's allowed.
It is. I do get a phase, so if I end the turn, I believe everyone can start coming in. I'll have to double check that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to end the turn with my chain of command point. Because I need to start getting these guys in more reliably. Especially now that I know what's happening. So end of the turn, you remove the smoke. You remove the Overwatch. So now is my phase again. So hopefully now I can get another 3. Or a couple of 3s. Another chain of command. And a bunch of other stuff. Alright, so with the 3, I brought in this squad here. I used the 2 2s to bring in Schmidt. And I used the 1 to double time the MG42 team. Kind of in the open. I know that that Sherman wants some payback for all the damage that MG42 did. So the first thing I'll do, well the only thing I'm really going to do, I forgot these guys will take a point of shock for running. But I am going to fire with this squad. I used the hard cover for one of the squads. We're saying that behind those is soft cover. So there's a little bit of rubble left in the blast. Same thing over here in the tank drove through last game. So soft cover for that. So I'll get some dice and then we're going to shoot at that squad. Okay, so here we go. So I got 18 shots. So 2 MG42s, 8 shots each, plus a machine gun from the junior leader. Using the 3. Here we go. So, I'm sorry, Andre, can you measure that? See if that's long range?
More than 18?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So needing 5s and 6s. Oh man, these are guys. SS guys are pretty good shots today. Look at them all.
9.
9 hits, and you are in soft cover. So let's gather the dice for the saves. You don't say that very often. All right, so Bren team. Shock. And the rest are all going on the rifle team. Three shock for the 5. So helped out some shock. They were not expecting to get blasted with MG42 fire when they moved up there, I'm assuming. And yeah, they moved. So that was it. So it is the British phase.
Double phase.
Oh, they can ponder a double phase and another 5. Double phase with like a couple 3s and a 2 would be nice. So alright, I'll let Andre think about what he's going to do. So with the 4, this the platoon leader, Lieutenant McFarland, he's within range of them, ordered them to throw 2 smoke grenades. he actually ordered these guys to run around the building, light mortar. They fired another smoke. It scattered over here. Excuse me. So house rule, we're going to do a house rule. It doesn't specify, well, first of all, we're saying a light mortar is the same as a hand grenade smoke, since a light mortar shell is about the size of a hand grenade. So it doesn't block line of sight. But it doesn't specify do these things stack. So you have two smokes next to in front of each other. Is it a -1 still for both, or -2? And we're going to say that it is cumulative. So this will be now -2 to shoot through. Because you figure if it's one smoke cloud's hard to see through, then two would be twice as hard to see through. And the Sherman, because I don't know what he's doing, he turned
went
this
out
way.
and parked in the middle of the field.
He turned and went 7 inches this way. So whatever. He's just kind of wandering around. But it was a British double face. So here we go with the next one. Yeah, that's a nice roll.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So the Sherman is continuing his slow advance, trying to get line of sight on these guys. Still not quite there, but he moved up there. Light mortar moved up, tried to fire another smoke. It scattered over to here, and the leader removed a bunch of shock. So the rifle team is down to 1 shock, and that will do it. So I will now go to the German phase. Double phase. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And 2 4s. The senior leader attached to this MG42 ordered them to move at the double. They moved 10 inches. They're just trying to get back in here with the rest of the platoon. And in his final 2 command initiatives, he removed the 2 shock they've accumulated for sprinting 2 phases in a row. And then this senior leader, Schmidt, or whatever the hell his name is, Heinz. I keep calling him Schmidt. I don't know. One of those German names.
Some German dude.
Some German dude. He ordered this team to kind of they moved 4 inches back just to try to get out of line of sight, because Sherman's going to move up and do something. And then he ordered the team in the hardcover to go on Overwatch. And now we will do our next phase. And it is not another double phase. Dig another chain of command point though. 1, 2, and a 4. In the end, all I wound up doing was sprinting this MG42 team over to the hedge, look in that direction, and removed the shock, and that was the senior leader. So now we'll go straight into the next British phase. Okay. So you wound up with 2 4s and a 1, huh?
Not exactly what I was looking for.
Everyone's just moved up. A little bit of a clarification on our new house rule about the smoke. -2 is the most you could ever get. You can't drop enough smoke that you can make it so you can't hit somebody, because we decided they FAQ'd that rule for a reason. So, but we do want to add a little bit of our own rule to it. So -2 is the most you could ever get, which still makes it impossible to hit if you're at long range. But if you get within close, you can still hit them with 6s.
If they're in soft cover.
If they're in soft cover, yeah. Or any cover. Wait, no, soft cover doesn't matter.
Oh.
You're thinking bolt action again.
Oh, man.
Switching back and forth, yeah. Anyway, so he dropped a smoke round on this, I think.
Yeah.
And then you moved again? Oh, I guess you can do that. Yeah, okay, so then everyone just moved up. And that was it. Sherman did not activate because he never got the 3. So now we go straight into German phase. Another double phase. Come on. I like them, but man.
Is that your, what, 6th one?
Yeah, it is. But there's not a whole lot I can do with it.
No, it's not like it's helping you.
So right now, as far as shooting, so we got 2 smokes and they're at long range. I'm talking about shooting at them with this team. That makes him impossible to hit. He just stayed just out of close range. So that's 1, 2, 3. So yeah, can't hit him. And then we'll maybe modify that. We'll see what happens. If he gets too powerful, like if he just rolls off the board, but I doubt that's going to happen. Okay, so a 1, and a 2. MG42 team is attempted to get over the hedge. They almost made it. So next phase. Not a double phase. Okay, I'll just continue moving the MG42. They have cleared the hedge, and they are right there. And that's it for the Germans. We don't have a lot going on. We're just waiting for the British to actually... this is what? How many phases have we played with this game and the last game total? They still haven't made it past that wall.
I made it past the wall last time.
You did?
Yeah. Remember, I came out...
Oh, a little bit, that's right.
Yeah. I haven't gotten as far as I got last time.
Here, I thought you were going to be rolling me over, but... It's all,
lots of threes.
I'll roll the dice. So 2 threes and another possible 3. 3, this Firefly finally got off his rear end and got into the war. He's been covering this. He's been waiting for that Panzer IV to pop up there, which we agreed that that tank emplacement I bought last time is probably still there. It's just not, I don't have it on the table right now, but he's been, that's his whole job, been his whole job this game so far, is to been covering that. Obviously I haven't brought the Panzer IV in yet, but he's also moved the Sherman up. He got a great move. Still has no line of sight on me, but he's a little scared of the Panzerfaust I have. It's only a Panzerfaust 30, it's only got a, what, 9-inch range, but he's going to have to get up there. And then he moved another squad up, so he's got a stacked up here in the smoke, ready to rush out, and he's going to fire the light mortar, HE. You get 2 of them. HE2.
One hit.
You got 1 hit. They are in hard cover, so you get on a reduce it by 1.
So how many?
Just 1 dice.
1 dice.
Actually, I'm supposed to roll that technically. That's a save.
I'm good with that.
Unless I'll take it. Yeah. Okay. So I'll roll it, and it's a save. And that will do it for the British phase. On to the Germans. Another double. Hey, look, another double phase. This would be great if I actually had something to do with them. And 2 5s. So I'm back to a full chain of command dice.
Sweet.
So I could always use ambush with my tank. Hey, look, there's a tank there. I didn't see it a minute ago. A 2. Yeah, nothing. So I'm just going to go straight into the second of my phases. And I got another chain of command point. And a 6. And 1 2 2. The MG42 sprinted from here because he just realized that he could see the outline of a Sherman kind of through that half edge of that smoke. And he would have been the only person in line of sight. So that's it for my phase. And the shock was removed as well, so by the senior leader. So next British phase.
Oh.
Now we got a double phase, but only
and a
2.
2.
Can't move the tank. With the 2, this squad attempted to actually get into action, but they only rolled a double 1. So they went 1 inch because they removed the lowest. I'm sorry, yeah, you roll 2d6, remove the lowest on the low obstacle. So let's go into the next phase. And we got 2 chain of command points. And there's your two 3s.
See that?
Yes, so here he comes. This is actually still smoked in here, right?
Yeah. This is all smooth.
So he came out. The Sherman got a good roll. He moved up, and he's going to roll 2d6. He's going to fire at half effect as a machine gun. And shooting at the squad there. 2 hits. I think you can target the team that's not
in the open. Yeah, that's.
So here we go.
Are you splitting them up or taking them both there?
Oh, I will split them up if I can.
Yeah, you can. So 1 on the open team.
So that's a shock.
And then hard cover.
No! I lost a man. I was trying to hopefully go this whole battle without losing someone. So let's see if it's my squad leader. No, it is not, thankfully. All I was going to need to do is lose another leader. Is that it?
And then the mortar shot.
Oh, the mortar is firing again. So he only gets 3 HE, so this is your second try.
Actually, it's not HE, this is smoke.
Smoke again, okay.
So I'll drop some smoke
right there.
Right.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, right there.
It's a hit. So, more smoke. I'm assuming that's for my Panzerfaust.
It
I
is.
am within 9 with the Panzerfaust 30 of that Sherman. So is my phase. So, Lieutenant Hines, seeing the situation as it is, has decided to order the withdrawal of his platoon from the outskirts of this village. I did this because, well, it's just, I don't want to lose any more guys. I want to be happy with delaying him to turn 3 on the first map. So he's already going on to turn 4 in the second map. If I can just hold him a couple turns there as well, I mean, we'll see. But I think I've lost a man. Andre's lost 4 guys, including a squad leader. And I think I'm just going to be happy with that. And I'm going to just sound the advance to the rear. We're going to fall back to our next positions and defend the next defensive line. So the 11th Royal Scotts Fusiliers have punched their way into the outskirts of this village, which I keep forgetting the name of, but I'm sure it is a nice place. So we're going to go ahead and tally up our changes for the campaign, and then we'll be back. Alright, so the after action review here. We'll start with Lieutenant McFarland. The CO's opinion has actually gone up for him. He is in -1. He got a +2 on his CO's opinion roll. The CO is quite pleased that he was able to break into, again, the name of the Fontenay. He was able to keep wanting to call it the other one, but so he was able to finally crack the edge of Fontenay here, so he's happy with that. His men, however, were not very happy. Their opinion dropped by another one, specifically because the NCO was killed. They didn't like that. He was a popular guy, I guess. And as far as casualties, he lost 4 guys. One of them was the before mentioned NCO. So 4 guys means 2 are dead, 1 is in the hospital, and 1 will be back next battle. So the next battle, he's going to be down 5 men, 4 dead, and 1 wounded in the hospital. Plus one of them is one of the guys coming in is going to be a junior leader replacement, so he'll be less effective. And as far as Lieutenant Hines, his CO's opinion dropped of him from +1 to 0. He wasn't very happy that he gave up Fontenay that easily. His men's opinion actually went up a little bit though, from -1 to 0, because he's looking out for them, not throwing their lives away holding the edge of the town for no reason when he can fall back to better position. So we have a total of 1 dead guy. That was total from the campaign. This battle, 1 guy was actually just wounded. He will be back the battle after next. So next battle I'll be down 2, and Andre will be down 5. So that will do it. The next time when we make the next video, we'll be doing the mission called Pushing On. And this will be the British will continue on into Fontenay. So that will do it for this battle report. So we got any well, one quick, the tank. I probably should address why I didn't bring the tank in. I didn't want to risk it. I'll just say that. I could have brought it in, but you know what I could have done with it is kill a support Sherman, which doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, the British don't care if they lose a Sherman. If I lose this Panzer IV, he's not coming back until I bring the fresh platoon in on battle map 4 or something like that. I had kind of already told myself before this, at the beginning of this, that I wasn't going to just throw everyone's lives away and lose my tank to kill a support Sherman or something. The AVRE in the first battle, plus I had the hard cover, so the tank scrape, but so that's why I didn't bring it in. If anyone's wondering why is our Panzer IV never showed up, he is waiting till the next battle. So what about you, Andre? You got anything to say?
Not really.
He's not really impressed with his victory.
No.
I could have fought on. I still think you could have got one of the Shermans off. And I was, quite frankly...
there's a decent chance you could have killed one of the Shermans, or I could have gotten one off, or, I mean, we could have turned it into quite a little bloodbath here, too.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just getting into serious contact, and...
It could have been
It could have gone either way in a heartbeat. And it was going to be ugly one way or the other, and Travis flinched first because I had to push on.
Yeah, and like I said, I wasn't going to throw away half my platoon for this map. I'm happy with delaying it. If you would have not skipped turn 2, I would have stayed. But by skipping turn 2, that advances the whole campaign a day, and that was basically a victory for me. So I was happy with that, and I was happy killing 4 of your guys and a junior leader was, and for me to lose one guy who's actually only wounded, I'll take it. For the really all that happened to me was I'm going to be, my CO isn't very happy with me for pulling out, but what do I care? So,
well, he's not unhappy with you.
yeah, he's just 0. He just has no opinions. Like, who's Heinz? Whatever. Okay. All right, well, thanks for watching this. We'll be back for the next battle report, pushing on into Fontenay.